Okay, just want to give you a quick overview of this add-on, Google add-on called FormCreator. It makes your life a lot easier once you start making tests online. What I found was using the form, just a Google form now, for me to reuse the test or reuse the questions again, and it was a bit tedious. And so this here, what I found, it works, works most of the time anyways. Okay, so this works off of Google Sheets, and it will make a form for you. So we're going to start with a new Google Sheet. Okay, just waiting for it to open up. Okay, now we go up to our add-ons. Mine is already enabled, FormCreator. You can see that. Of course, if you don't have it, you're going to get add-ons, and you can find it in there. So anyhow, we're going to do through FormCreator. I want to create the form, and what that's going to do is going to populate my columns here with some information, and then it's going to take that information and then make the form for me. Okay, the benefit of that is I have all my information then on a spreadsheet, which can be easily manipulated after. Okay, so I want to set up the sheet. Okay, you can see now it's all populated. What I noticed that some of these work, so I never got this here to insert an image. What I do is always add the image after, but I'll show you what I do. So here, the question type, I always want, of course, a text for the first one. I want to know who the student is, so I'm just going to put down here name. The help, because sometimes they put their first name, last name, etc. I want it in a certain order, so I'm going to say last name and first name. That just makes it easier for me to find them after. And is it a required question? Yes, they have to answer that or they won't be able to submit their information. So because it's a text question, it'll be open here, it'll be blank, so they have to fill that in themselves. To do a multiple choice question, which is usually next for me, a multiple choice one, I want to go class code. Also lets me to figure out them in a relatively fast fashion here. So class code, they should be able to figure that one out. I want it mandatory question, yeah. And then here's the choices. So they got T, F, J, 2, O, 0, let's say A, T, F, J, 2, O, 0, B, T, F, J, 2, O, 0, C. I mean, you get the idea. You can go, the benefit of this also, you can have many answers here as opposed to, just 4 kind of choices, that are other ways that we do tests. But you can do, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 answers. Okay, so you got the idea. You can put all your questions down here. And then what we want to do is, I'm just going to title that so I can find it after. Let's call it, Form Creator. All right, and I'm going to push create the form. So it's going to make this form for me now. Okay, we're done. What I did notice, or what I assumed, was that this form now would be placed in the folder I have open, but it's not. What it does, it places it right at the very beginning on when you open your Google Drive. So I have to go back there to my drive, and I have to find it. What do I call it? Form Creator. There it is there. I can move that now, so let's move it so I can find it when I need it again. So I'm going to move that to the folder I want to work with, which is this one here. Right, so I want to move it into that sheet. That sheet moved into that folder. I can go back now to the original folder I was working in, right here, and there it is there. So let's open it up. You can see that the questions are done. So here would be the first one, right? And here's the second question. You would have, other ones, etc., etc. And I just found that was the easiest way to go. If I want to see what the form looks like, we'll get into how to use the form anyways. But there you go. That's it.